Hello and welcome to another episode of TRBCollectibles. My name's Tom and I will be your guide through this estate sale.
Hey, Don.
How you doing? I'm going inside, baby.
This is another one of those estates that when you walk into it, it feels like you're stepping back in time or onto a movie set, whichever you'd like to call it. You're going to totally see what I'm talking about, especially with the decor of this house.
There's not gonna be one.
Do not sleep on cookbooks. They actually could return you a pretty decent profit, especially the obscure ones, the independents that they didn't make too many of. People are looking for specific recipes by specific people, and they want them. And some of them aren't even online, so they need to find that individual cookbook. Be sure to look them up. You just never know. Have you ever heard the term built to last? Well, in certain decades, things were actually built to last, like that food processor and other appliances throughout this kitchen. They lasted forever, and this person used them forever. So it's always fun to see how many products throughout a kitchen have lasted the test of time. And this kitchen definitely proves that point. Was I going to pass up an opportunity to show you a beautiful view out of an estate sale in San Diego? Of course not. Enjoy the view.
These are stolen. These match.
Usually in the office at an estate sale, I can find something to flip, but it appears that this office has not been updated since the late 70s, early 80s. And the most updated electrical item in this room, besides the TomTom, which probably didn't belong to this office, was this Magnavox combo clock radio. Now for $8, it seemed like a pretty decent deal, but I always say check your comps, because based on weight and shipping cost, when you check solds, there wasn't any competition because it hasn't sold, and to be honest, based on price point and weight, it's just not worth it to ship. So I passed.
Does it say a tag from the estate sale on the bottom or from the...
No, it's
Clearance
from the
company.
clearance company. Or from the clearance store.
What is this?
Brand new. Has a design on it though, it's neat. Yeah, but it's glass on the inside? Yeah, glass on the inside. Good condition. Top's tight. Funny.
With thermos brine, you can actually do really well depending on how old the item is itself. Now granted, mine wasn't as old as it needed to be in order to have value, so I did have to leave it behind. But before I even checked comps at all, I'm always going to check something that somebody eats or drinks out of when reselling. You want to make sure that it's free from scratches, free from food debris, free from drinks, free from residue because it wasn't cleaned properly, and the most important thing, especially when it comes to under the cap of these thermoses, is mold. I wouldn't necessarily want to buy something to sell, especially if somebody's going to drink or eat out of it and there's mold on it. Yes, you can clean it, but safety first, right? So I found this camera, and like with the thermos, you always want to be thorough in checking it to make sure it's in great condition before you check any comps before you sell it. Now granted, you're not really looking for mold on the camera, but you're going to see if the battery terminals are nice and clean and there's no corrosion, if any pieces are missing. To me, this camera seemed like it was in great condition. I checked where the film goes in, I checked the batteries, I was ecstatic to see that it was a very clean and well-to-do camera. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check the comps on eBay. And I do find that it does pretty well in comps, but one thing that the pictures of the other cameras are showing me is that the camera that I have in my hands is missing the front square lens cap that protects the lens. So this devalues the camera that I currently have in my hand, making it not worth it
These
to pick
do well,
up.
but you gotta get them
Because sometimes it's not visible right there and then. But always check the comps not only for the price, but the condition of the other cameras that you'd be competing and selling against, because there might be something that they have that you don't.
Oh my gosh. I gotta talk about this bathroom. Oh god. Now I know what the title of this video is going to be.
Flower cow.
Oh my gosh. This bathroom is like 70s, 80s. Easy. Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to Rate the Restroom with Tom. Yep, this restroom is getting full marks, 10 out of 10. The floral pattern is absolutely amazing. The full mirrors and also the drop-in lights, amazing. If you didn't see over Chris, they also had 2 heating lamps, so just in case when you get out of the shower, you needed to be warm, that also set you up for success. It was a throwback restroom that had everything that you needed to make sure that it was unique and set apart from everything else. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Can't be fast, you know. It just really does. Alright. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good.
Those are really so. Oh,
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some spare time, check out some of these other videos. Thanks!